Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Onward, presented to you by the VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's, and I'm here with my co-caster, Sleepy, with 2 3's. How are you, bud? Oh, hold on. Apologies here. We're having some tech difficulties. I don't think that you were coming in.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. We got you in there, Sleepy. Apologies for that, for the tech difficulties there. Say what you just said, Sleepy. Repeat what you said.
Yeah, no, so I was just asking, saying like, thanks for having me, and also just wondering how you were feeling. You just cast that big matchup earlier between SMC and Global Chem. That energy must be running high still for you. I know you did it, before having dinner and anything. So of course their first instinct was probably to eat. But how are you feeling off that? You still running off of that high energy?
Yeah, that was a fantastic series. I mean, it kicked off so strong. SMC really putting up a good battle against Globo, and I honestly thought we were going to see Globo lose map number 1, which I don't think I personally seen in general league play. I don't know if that's ever happened in matches that I've watched Globo. I don't think they've lost the first map. So I was pretty excited.
I think that is a pretty rare thing if it's happened at all.
Yeah, and if they lose a map, it's usually the third. It's not the first. You know what I mean? It's after they've won a series, they'll give that third map up. But that's beside the point, man. We got a fire matchup coming up right now. Blaze versus G-Man. This is a diamond versus diamond ranked matchup. This is gonna be, I think it's gonna be a pretty bloody match. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is gonna be a Duke fest. Both of these teams very skilled. Of course, one of our casting correspondents, Noman himself, on the field tonight for Blaze. He's also one of the captains there for the Blaze and the Inferno squad. And then, of course, the G-Men, NightFire's old squad. Some of the most intellectual gameplay here in the league, rivaling that of Globochem and of Beginners and some of the top teams that you'll see competing throughout the world. So I expect us to see a pretty good bout here tonight, NightFire. And to be honest, this is kind of a late matchup for during the week, don't you think? I mean, not all of these players are West Coasters like yourself and myself. It's only 8 o'clock for us, but for the East Coast guys, it's an hour to midnight right now.
We might be safe to slip in a swear or two, because this could be considered late night Onward at this point.
Onward after hours.
Yeah, it could get real spicy in here tonight. But
saxophone music. Oh man, I gotta get my mom to send me my saxophone here to LA. And I'll play some sax music for these late night casts. You're tuning in live with NightFire and Sleepy as we take you through the sultry sounds of the battlefield.
Would definitely be, dare I say, an erotic battle, but it's not what we have today. We gotta get into our Sleepy. Can't keep sidetracked. We gotta get into pick bands. The map's about to start.
It's breakfast in Europe. That's all I'm saying.
Jeez Louise, we are off track. We're about to hop into the lobby, and Sleepy, why don't you give us our bands?
Yeah, absolutely. So coming out from Blaze, the ban is Downfall. And then on the side of G-Men, the ban is going to be Tanker.
Okay. We're going to kick things off with, I think, a favorite of both teams, honestly. They're both they play Quarantine pretty often, and that's where we're going to be headed. Quarantine Day. No trickery here, nothing out of the ordinary. But this is a great map to start this series off, because I just don't. It's one of my favorite maps, and I think with both of these teams, I think we could see some slow play here, akin to Beginners. There's some potential for that.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see some methodical play out of G-Men for sure. Now, whether Blaze uses a more slow and accurate play style, or if they play a little bit more fast and loose like they're a bit more known to do, we'll see. But yeah, G-Men will definitely be kind of taking their time, especially on a map like Quarantine here, where there are quite a lot of open spaces. But with that, we're going to be loading into our first map, NightFire. I mean, it's going to be round 1. G-Men on the defense. They are the away team. Blaze, your home team for tonight's matchup. Who do you think is going to win, folks? Leave your comments in the chat. Let us know who you think is going to do it.
Have a north objective by the plane wing, and G-Men sending 1 or 2 up on the north side. But after those smokes, 404, as soon as he heard that smoke center, instantly turned around. He knew the spawn wasn't Crater where he was headed, and he's now got his eyes trained over onto this side where a bunch of utilities getting spent by Blaze. 3 smokes coming out. Nope, there's the 4th onto this lane, and he still has an angle if he wants to take it. 404 actually pushing into the smokes.
And Silent Knight's going to grab a kill onto 404 as well, punishing that aggression from the G-Men's defense. That'll be a good thing for Blaze. And Silent Knight, a very recent pickup for Blaze, in fact. coming off originally, of course, from Animal House.
Got the shield over on the south, and Blaze have full control of the middle of the map here. If they take control of Burning Building, it's going to be bad news for this objective. The saving grace is that they still have one up on that rooftop there.
Nade goes out in the south towards Naoko, but doesn't find anything. Silent Knight is going to have to be careful as he pushes up through the north, through the tank courtyard in the center. Zach Fontaine watching the center from the center burning stairwell. Him and Batman going to need to be careful as they make their push across the center portion of the map.
Wonder what Swooty's doing up on that rooftop there. He's guarding that north side, concerned maybe about the cross, because I think what 404 said is they are crossing. He saw the smokes, and he said they're crossing, but I think it was really a bait from Blaze. They didn't cross. Yeah. They didn't send one single one across with all those smokes. And Zach does catch out Noman. Some shots back from Batman over in his direction.
Yeah, Zach's in a tough spot now, though. He's going to have to cross something open, but he does manage to do it. Silent Knight does not pull the trigger. He does not have the angle on it. He's going to rush up onto the front of the cargo.
Naoko in the back, meanwhile, has been battling it out with the man and Leo Marvin as he's rotating around here. Silent does get shot by Zach Fontaine. We have a bit of a spread here from G-Men. Leo Marvin with the shield, can't get past it. The man's tucked in the corner and gets the back of him and can't get the res here. So a nice trade. Well done by the man to wait for the shield to push through that door and catch the backside, but all the while they've lost control of objective, really.
Yep, and here goes Silent Knight. He's just called out to his team. He's going for the cap. He's got his tablet out. He's already made it across the street safely. NightFiree, we're going to be seeing our first round. It's going to be a cap already. The man and Dr. Leo Marvin have no idea what's going on. Oh my God, can Silent Knight do it? Will the pressure get to him? Is he ever going to get this code in, NightFiree? Oh my goodness, I'm going to run out of things to say.
Wow.
And no, he finally gets it. Blaze going to take the first round to a cap from their newest member, Silent Knight.
I don't know what happened there. I think I saw in the very long lane there some fumbling around from the man with the shield. He saw Silent on the corner, but I think he just tried to prop the shield up and had some issues getting it away from his body. He couldn't shoot the rifle, and then finally he started to get shots off, but it was too late. Oh, but Silent, wow, I mean, that took him a while, huh? That was a long cap.
He just wrecked that round, though. I mean, I can understand. He just picked three. He found 3 picks in that round, plus that cap. I mean, who cares how long it took him? Bravo to Silent Knight in that round. I mean, that was some clutch play. But you really got to thank Naoko because that shield rush on that far west side is really abstract. I mean, like, really didn't need to have pushed that far, realistically. But because of that, it drew the man out to get the revive on Dr. Leo Marvin to try and confront the shield. And that allowed for Silent Knight and the other push up the middle to be able to get to where they needed to be. Silent Knight, of course, to go for the cap, and then, of course, Batman and the others to back him up. So, overall, a great push there from Blaze in a hell of a way to open up our first map.
Yeah, that is what I guess you were saying about Blaze. Are they going to play it fast? And they absolutely did. I think they had 3.5 minutes on the clock there. And I mean,
plenty of time.
To your point, yeah, even I was pulled away. You were calling out Silent's movements while I had been drawn over to the fire with that shield. So, yeah, that attention totally getting all of G-Men's eyes drawn over there, really far away from objective. And it's just with that objective, how do you leave it open like that? You always have to have an eye like that, you know.
Yeah, you almost have to get like dumb aggressive with that objective. Like, make sure you have eyes on both sides of that wall kind of thing. I mean, you see Silent Knight in a pretty decent position to counter that.
Yeah. Yeah, the spot used to be up on this inside of the plane. That's been since disallowed. I don't think you can even get in there anymore. And yeah, now Silent here has propped himself up in the corner, minimizes body exposure, and he's got an angle right into the objective. And we'll see what G-Men are going to do. They have the same spawn as Blaze, and looks like they're going to send one in the shadows, Swooty there, to cross the street with no utility. And then maybe send the rest of these guys, Zach Fontaine and Leo Marvin, up the center.
Yeah, Leo Marvin's down here. He's just posted up right now. He's watching the roof. I think he's looking for any kind of aggressive rotations from the defense. He might have just seen Naoko pop his head on that northern wingtip. But no, he's going to finally move on and continue his push in the south.
I just want to talk about this again because we called it out last time, but the new strategy for crossing this street and minimizing utility usage is you drop back into these shadows. You utilize those new graphics to kind of cover yourself and maximize the distance and then cross the street. It's really like a VR only strategy. If you were playing this in 2D, you'd be able to spot that out, but because it's so far away, it's really hard to identify that cross.
Still not a lot of movement from the G-Men. A little bit more movement going on now in the north. 404 and Swooty finding their way. They finally crossed their street. They're over here near the tow trucks, the formerly known as cement trucks area of the eastern part of the map. So things looking well overall. I mean, their map positioning, if you look at the overhead, is kind of a nice semicircle. If they could take out that north defender there by the tank, they can really clear up, wrap around, and start to encircle this objective and start to do damage on their final strike. But they've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds, so time is running out for them to do that. They're going to need to kind of shoot and plug that hole very quickly.
Yeah, they're really taking their time on this, akin to the beginners, but there's a pick early from the man. Just in time as we swinged over here to the south side. I was curious. I mean, when we went into the overhead, I could see the man over here on the south. He had managed to rotate all the way over, and he completely gets behind Blaze, and now we may have a similar situation where the man can draw attention, can draw some eyes away from their defense, pull them over here, or we'll see if Blaze stayed diligent and tucked in. You can see Naoko's there in the pit, so maybe that's how they're going to cover it.
Up. Grenade's gone up on the rooftop from Swooty, and 404 are rushing the roof now. Noman's still sitting up in the northwest by the white car. He's fired out some suppressive shots. Swooty returns the favor. No one's going to connect, but the man is going to find another onto Naoko, I'm sorry. However, Naoko will go down almost right on top of the objective, and if nobody is able to double tap him, he'll basically just be an alarm siren for the objective, at least on this side of the wall. There is still the possibility that Dr. Leo Marvin comes in from that center quadrant of the map and gets the cap. 404 is going to find Naoko, and Noman will find 404 as well with the focus detained.
Look at Zach Fontaine here. He's over to objective. He's got the smokes in. He's covered himself from the defense of Silent Knight. And Silent's there taking some shots out as the man also catches a pick onto Noman. We're into a 3v2 as the man's going to lob a nade up over. Doesn't get it quite high enough over the wall. They're going to start to pinch down on this objective. The final two defenders. Where is that second one positioned? I see Silent.
I don't know. Actually, it's a drop. I think it's just not showing. Let's just keep an eye that when Silent dies that the round ends, make sure nobody gets any sort of points.
How much utility does Leo have? I think this is the third smoke I've seen come out from him.
Well, he could have picked it up from a fallen teammate.
Yeah.
And Zach Fontaine did just go down right there, and he had only popped one, I believe, to get to the position he was in. Silent Knight's going to get aggressive and rush the objective, and he's going to be taken down, and G-Men will get their first round on offense as well. This could be their saving grace.
The man with 4 kills there, 1 revive. Nice, a nice carry round for him.
Yeah, it looks like Cryocell from Blaze unfortunately dropped in that last round, it appears.
Unfortunate indeed, but G-Men either way, I mean, they had 3 surrounding that objective, so the right moves from Silent to crash on it, ensure that nobody was putting in the codes in that smoke. He had to be positive, and you know, you can't enter the code when the enemy's right on top of the objective, so they go for the kill instead, and Blaze still have the lead, 2-1.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that cap from Silent Knight in round 1.
Yeah.
Really going to help them out here, especially, you know, as they kind of shake the initial round jitters out, right? I mean, I'm sure both of these teams were scrimming and or practicing or warming up before they started this game. But, you know, once you get into the game and the, you know, the things are finally on the line, it kind of changes a bit, right? And both of these teams having, you know, kind of an up and down first start. I mean, both teams have had some rough games up front. So they've won some, they've lost some, and it's going to be a good matchup, but neither one want to lose anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, okay, that's it. So games are starting to have a little bit more pressure now as people want to start, you know, consolidating and climbing up that leaderboard.
Absolutely, and now we are taking full time between the lobby here. We are underway. The series is off to a fantastic start as we hop down into the action for round number 3 in map number 1 as G-Men go on the defensive and try and even things out 2-2 here. And already some early defensive smokes to allow them to cross that street, and they're good. That's the angle they want right there. That's the perfect angle for that smoke.
I really love this objective, NightFiree.
Gets pretty spicy, and I expect Blaze to really put in an interesting push onto this objective. It looks like they're going to send 1 or 2 up north, and so we may have some early action here on the hill.
Sending someone so far south. Man, that sentence had a lot of S's in it. But anyways, sending someone so far south on this objective could be a risky move here. Sweetie better be ready to rotate quickly if things do not work out well in the center quadrant of this map. You've got Batman already being careful. He knows that someone's bound to be in that tank courtyard, but he's been unable to visually identify anything, and the roof has been taken by Nalco with 0 to no effort. 404 is waiting just around the corner, but will he be ready for Nalco? Nalco's going to rush, look and peek the corner. Swooty will find Noman, but Cryocell does find 404 in the north. So the trades will come 1-1, and Swooty will, of course, heal himself. The man now seeing Naoko, he's going to be calling that out as he tucks back into the roof courtyard. Naoko still continuing his north push. He's going to throw his tablet and find Dr. Leo Marvin near the objective.
Nice job, Blaze, here. Getting an early lead, 4v3.
Oh, Zach's not going to be able to see anything there in the center. That smoke is right on top of his position, flowing right back at his face.
Deep in the smokes, does catch Silent through it all, and another one down from the man as he picks up Naoko, pushing in on the objective. Cryocell fragging Swooty across the way onto the south, and G-Men with 2 alive enter into a 2v2. Looking good. They have the man who's slowly inching his way here. Battle out in the center as Batman picks off Zach Fontaine.
Well, that's it. Go for that cap, boys. Go for it. Go for number 2. Go for the win right here on cap 2. Map 1, cap 2. Action.
We'll see.
It's not going to happen, though.
No, Cryo is going to drop back just at the right time for the man to rotate back towards objective. Now they're going to have to push it. 3:40 on the clock.
Swooty's still available to be revived there in the south, but I guarantee you the man is not going to risk that. If he does, I would be very, very surprised. Okay, maybe he is going to go for it. I don't know. Is he going to now rotate to go for the res as they finally rotate back after he rotated when they rotated back? You know what I mean? Like they're just going to keep kind of missing each other.
No, I don't think the man's going to commit to it. I think he just wanted to drop back away from being grenaded there. Instead, he's going to cover the objective from these left and right sides. It's risky because if they do come up the center, it's going to be hard for Noman to identify it.
Two minutes, 35 seconds. Are they going to continue to throw their utility at the objective and not, utilize it for anything? The man, he might be able to find Cryocell out here, but no, Cryo sees the man and misses. If the man has any sort of explosive utility, he knows exactly where to put it, but I don't think he does. I think he's all tapped out here. It's just him, his trusty tablet.
He is so lucky Cryo missed those shots, and he's lucky again as he only gets tagged there. He puts a heal into his arm, and he will stay alive, but now he doesn't have that heal option. But he knows where both of them are, so he's going to rotate around to this backside and use the wall for cover, try and get a better angle.
He does find one. Now it's Batman on the rotation, and Batman's going to find the man. Blaze will take their second Marsoc round, and we have another lead of 2 up in a 3-1 match here on map 1. That was confusing. Blaze is up.
Try to get fancy on it. Blaze 3-1 now. They are
doing quite well here.
Yeah, they're looking good. They're looking strong, pushing the objective quickly and applying some good pressure onto G-Men. We'll see how G-Men answered back. They have also been doing fairly well, you know, making it tough for Blaze, and we'll see if they can get a Marsoc round or a cap. I mean, this objective does have a lot of cap opportunities on it.
Oh, absolutely right, NightFiree. I was just about to say that. I mean, and G-Men have learned to play aggressive too, so I'd really like to see G-Men come out with like just guns blazing, smokes flying, frags out, flashes out, and then just see a big fast cap out of G-Men here to say like, you know, we've been around this block for a little bit longer than you, so hold your horses there here on map 1. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would just be an awesome next round to see G-Men come back and just kind of throw that right hook and hit Blaze right in the jaw, you know?
Yeah, they definitely need to answer back. It is going to be potentially map point for Blaze if they can hold on to this defense. So this is the time for G-Men to try and pull something out, but it's hard to do when you have the pressure on, and maybe you're just trying to get around here, trying to get the kills, and then you're going to go on to Volk with a different objective, ideally one that you can defend a little bit better and try and tie things up that way. Either way, they're going to have to put up some Marsoc rounds if they want to get this map. As we dive on into the action for round number 4, map 1.
That's right, and G-Men will get the south spawn here. So this one's actually a little bit more advantageous to that really rapid strike that I was just talking about. Teams are going to be coming out of the gate. It looks like G-Men might be taking a bit of an aggressive approach. The man going to be watching for a south cross from any defenders. Blaze not going to take that risk, however. There will be one on the peak. 404 will find Cryocell, though, as he rotates across the northern street, and Blaze already down 1 here. G-Men looking good on this next objective.
Noman putting shots down range, and Noman's lucky he's alive. Is he proned on that corner? Actually, it was Nauko that proned on the corner. Shots missed him on the south, and yeah, it's a 5v4 advantage for G-Men right now. I'm not sure what Cryo was doing all the way up there. He was really far up.
Ooh, Batman gonna learn a lesson that you better make sure that that tank courtyard is completely clear before you wrap around the south side of that wall there in the tank, in the center burning courtyard. And now Blaze, just all kinds of members here just waiting on that south cross from the offense. They know it's happening, but it's not, or it already has, because the man is, of course, up on that south wing, ready to poke some targets from distance.
Yeah, he had shots from Noman onto him, but he ducked them. Noman thought he killed him, so the man is essentially stealthed here on this plane wing. He might be able to find some opportunities into that middle courtyard, because they may have false confidence that the south is safe. So Batman could potentially expose himself to an angle there. But yeah, the G-Men are now into a 4v4. Zach Fontaine's got control of the rubble. Silent Knight, the most forward pushed on the north. And the G-Men are taking their time now as they've sent 2 all the way back around towards their spawn, wrapped around the north side. And they may end up rotating all the way around here. This super long, slow rotation coming around to go to the east and try and flank from the east, again using those new shadows to their advantage.
Yeah, 404 and Swooty pushing up. Man, can't bind a camera when it jumps. Anyways, 404 and Swooty up here in the north, slowly creeping their way around. And as you said, it does appear that they are hoping to wrap around that northern side and hit them from that eastern flank. The man will finally find some shots on Naoko, and Noman will finally realize that he never did kill the man on that plane wing.
Yes, he will. Batman tried to find the angle onto plane wing. Zach Fontaine here to answer back, and Swooty's putting shots out over onto Silent Knight, who couldn't tuck back behind those barrels just enough. Nice pick. Really gonna have to tighten up the D here between Batman and Noman. As he tries to rotate, he goes down, and it is now all up to Batman. A lot of shots coming to his back here.
Oh, yeah, he is in a bad spot right now. He's got shots coming in from both angles. Now he's got Zach Fontaine rotating in off of his 9 o'clock. He's in a world of hurt. Smokes are out now. Frags are coming in, flashes. But there it is. G-Men get their round. They get the kill. And things are 3-2 here on map 1. Blaze still in the lead.
Yeah, looks like G-Men are going to go for that strat of try and win this defensive round, tie things up 3-3, and they're going to have to win another Marsoc round. They have been winning them, though, so maybe it's the strat. I guess now the challenge is to win this Volk round. With this objective that's coming up, though, I think it's doable. Especially because there's some new spots you can kind of sit way back in.
Way back. Yeah, honestly, I can't say that in any of the games that I've cast recently where quarantine has been played that this objective has even come up. Like the maps have either ended before we get to this objective, or it's just not come up in the rotation, like it'll be gas station or ambulance instead. So interesting to see how teams will try and attack this objective now that they have a bit of new cover, hillsides and shadows and things like that to use in order to kind of work their way in and get real up in personal.
Yeah, you'll see some new spots using these rocks back here to defend. Really getting in the back of this map and laying prone. Even these little berms that seem inconsequential are pretty dang good defenders. You know, if you're prone right here, you're in good shape. You have good angle onto the objective. You have good angle on a cross. You can peek up and over if you want to. So just these little adjustments over here on the east side of this objective open up a lot of new defensive spots. We'll see if G-Men opt to take those as we hop into round 5 of map number 1. One cap coming in from Blaze, putting them up 3-2, and now a lot of smokes from G-Men to try and get them into position early.
Yeah, so the great thing about that cap is, though, that Blaze have a round to burn here. Unlike in a normal situation, if it were 3-2 and, well, or if it were 3-3 and Blaze was on Marsoc, it would be do or die. They'd have to win it. But here, they can actually afford the round loss if it happens and come back and still clench it in the next round on defense, taking it to round 7. But right now, it is going to be a tough one to get there. And I'm sorry, it'd be round 6 through the cap.
Good smokes allow Sudi to cross the street. And a little shield over here on the south that Sudi isn't going to see. He's actually going to drop back from that rock, going to cover him. And I think the shield is going to see Sudi rotating. Yeah, for sure. I was going to say, if anything, Naoko is definitely going to have seen that rotation out from Sudi there in the south. G-Men overall, or Blaze overall, kind of taking their time on this round in comparison to the last few that we've seen. Yeah, they decided to all rotate south. I think they sent one north as well. He's not showing up on my mini-map, but he is up there on the north, and he's actually now sending that Silent Night suppressing, but yeah, they have a pretty nice spread here, and they're taking their time. You're absolutely right. That south cross has definitely made it a slow approach here. I think they could have come up the middle a little bit faster, right? Silent Night and Batman could be pushing up a bit quicker than they are right now.
Yeah, because Silent is firing suppressive shots at what I think he believes is an enemy. Unless, of course, you know, his team is called for this. And if he were a bit closer up in that center quadrant, mayhaps, you know, in that tank courtyard, he would actually know that no one was in there and wouldn't waste the time and wouldn't broadcast his position and whatnot. Not that what he's doing is wrong, because, I mean, if his teammate asked him for that, then that's what he does, and that's what a good teammate should do. But otherwise, you know, yeah, you're right. I think they could have pushed that center section up a little bit quicker. Now it's Naoko going to push in the south, utilizing that distance and his shield, but a little wiggle the wrong way is going to get him killed, and Noman's going to find the shots on the guy who does it with a 12x from the south wing on that M16 with a 12x and a drum mag.
That's a crazy gun, right? The crazy
That's
setup
the God
right there.
gun. The God gun, man. If only you could afford the foregrip, right?
Not enough points for that, but yeah, he's made a nice pick there, a little 1-for-1 trade. I wonder if it was worth it. I think that's a better trade for G-Men there to pick that shield user rotating around the south, because if he gets across to the south side, he could really be causing trouble as he, harasses. But G-Man with another pick. Noman trying to rotate off the plane when goes down.
Wow. That angle is so narrow. If the man had missed those shots, that was letting a really good cross happen for Blaze. Man, that was just terrible analysis. But yeah, I mean, the man had like a sliver of a chance to hit that while Noman was out in the open, and he does nail it. He does get the confirmation, so luckily for him. But I mean, yeah, had he missed that, Noman would have had the chance to kind of figure out where he was, maybe wrap around the south side and come around near that bridge and maybe take the long range shot without the man knowing. It's hard to tell. He could have wreaked havoc on the actual defenders at the objective. A lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Silent Knight here. Nice toss. Almost catches out Zach Fontaine. Gonna follow it up with a smoke and maybe begin the push here. They are set up. They have Batman in center courtyard. He's gonna throw his nades, and Cryocell also covering from the north. So a nice three-man spread as they try and push in on this objective. You do see one real far back, the man, using these new berms here. He has a perfect line of sight onto the OBJ. And if they don't take care of him, it's going to be real hard to get up on there and cap the objective.
Oh, man, and Silent Knight's going to have just barely run past the man's field of vision, but he won't get past two. Dr. Leo Marvin finds the kill. Batman should be rushing the corner now to find Dr. Leo Marvin, and he does. Pressure on his weapon, not giving away, but he's going to call it out. Zach Fontaine's going to hear it. He's going to find Batman. Blaze now down to its last remaining member. It's Cryocell. He's in the smoke. What will he be able to do if he can get a pick onto Zach Fontaine or somehow lure Zach out? 404 now coming up for the backup. Zach pops out for the pre-fire. Ooh, he almost kills 404, but he's not ready for it. Cryocell peeks out. 404 takes the shots, takes him down, and G-Man ties things up 3-3.
Yeah, Cryo got confused. He rounded the corner expecting one, saw two, and shot between them instead of at either one of them. And 404, yeah, 404 able to capitalize there. He had the chance there to get the back of Zach Fontaine and 404, and that would have been a huge double. He would have been in position to push objective. I mean, real close there for Cryo, but couldn't quite do it as G-Men do hold on. And yes, we are tied up. 3-3, and now it's that do or die for G-Men. They have to win this Marsoc round if they want to take the series, and all Blaze got to do is hold on to the D and stay tight. Yeah, I heard it.
Hold on tight to that D, Blaze. You got to hold on to it tight.
Be real tight, or have a tight D.
Like a toy gun.
It's Onward after night. It's Onward after hours, dude. It's Onward after dark, or whatever we said it was.
Onward after dark.
Why is it? Is that what it is? After dark doesn't make sense.
No. It's Onward after hours.
After hours.
On Onward Master League 1. Your source for the Thirsty Thursdays. All you thirsty Onward fans out there looking for some action, come on down to Onward Master League 1 for Onward After Dark.
We'll have jazz trumpets soon enough as we hop into what is the final round of map number 1, round 6, if we did our math correctly, because there has been a cap for Blaze. And a very similar strategy coming out of Blaze here with a ton of smokes on this street to allow him to cross and get set up over on the south side.
By the way, I just want to make a disclaimer for any point going forward in the season. If I make a reaction to a smoke, it's not necessarily a reaction to the throw of the smoke, more like how it landed and the directional pattern in which it's going to actually go. So obviously, I realize throwing those nowadays and getting that top section of canister to land exactly where you want it is pretty difficult. So it's me reacting to where the smoke or how the smoke lands and how it relates to what the thrower wanted it to do is what I'm reacting to.
They are across with the smokes, and G-Men are taking their time as they slowly work over to the gas station. I think this is going to be a slow one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very methodical push here. Swooty though in the north. I think he's aware of someone. The man will find Noman there in the center. However, Swooty will pull himself back just a bit. Oh no, he's just gonna pull around, make sure nobody in that long northern rail, that northern alley. I just can't speak tonight.
Right. You did your mouth warm-ups and everything too.
I know. I even tried to stretch out the old mouth. It was a long day at work. I think the brain's just fried.
Well, you're here for some high-quality Onward action, and that's what's happening. Noman's down. Nowcow's on the rotation. Should be able to pick him up prone here on the other side of this defilade. And Noman instantly running away as he gets picked up by Nowcow. They're both...
Ooh, but he might run right into Swooty's arms. Noman, no, he's going to see Swooty first. Swooty just not quite ready for the rotation, and he does find him. Swooty will go down. Now Blaze at the disadvantage, Blaze at the advantage. G-Man at the disadvantage in a 5v4 scenario.
Nowcow's getting really aggressive, sprinting up here to this corner. 404 should be able to hear this. He tags Noman. Nowcow's heard those shots, rounds the corner in a trade on the corner. A nice double for 404 to even things back out for G-Man as we head over to the south, where the other three are going to slowly make their way closer to OBJ.
That's right, NightFiree. And here in the south, you've got Zach Fontaine. He's pushing up along the ambulance. He's looking for a pick, any sort of pick he can find on that objective building. You can see Zach Fontaine. He's rocking that standard U.S. military issue M16. He's got sand goggles on and a helmet to protect his bonker skull. And a backpack. You see his backpack and his bolt cutters. That means he can go places he's not supposed to, like no spots.
Oh boy, I don't know what just happened right there. Zach, what's the good angle out the wall? You'll get your lashes from me later, buddy. Don't you worry, Sleepy. Batman also tucked in here. I actually really like this spot from Batman. I don't think I've seen this here.
It's because he's Batman.
Has a good line of sight across the OBJ. They're really going to have to cross that. I don't think anybody's going to check there either.
Yeah, it's going to be very uncommon. If someone was to check it, it would be...
Look at how hard he has to see,
pretty
too.
surprising to me.
He's really...
no, he's really tucked in there, and he can't really be seen until he's struck at least once. Now, if he does that again, he might be a little more prone to being shot in the old buttocks, but for now, he's in quite a good spot, in fact. I don't know, though. It doesn't have the sight line onto the objective that I would want it to have.
Jeez, you men are playing this a little too slow, I think. 2 minutes on the clock. They've sent one all the way around to the north. Zach Fontaine's really the only one in position at the appropriate time. They have another one all the way on plane wing. Nobody is close yet.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I don't know if they're too slow, but I mean, they're out of sync, that's for sure. Because, yeah, Zach's really the only one within striking distance. You got one on the south plane wing who's finally come down now and started making moves in the south. And then one that's gone way long there in the north. That's the man going to try and come in from a different angle, which, I mean, I can understand. They're going to want to throw off the defense because I'm sure they think that the defense assumes they're all south now after all of that stuff happening in the north, right? So to throw one back up there is a smart plan, realistically. But with the time that they have left, I don't think it's the right one because now Blaze can just kind of start getting a little bit comfortable. You know what I mean? Just get held in, get dug in real nice and tight. Don't give up any angles that you don't have to. Cryocell's going to run out there in the south. He's going to try and engage the push from Dr. Leo Marvin, and I have a feeling it's not going to go well for him. Dr. Leo Marvin's going to pop himself out. He does find the kill onto Batman. Zach Fontaine's going to find the kill onto Silent Knight, and we could be seeing a cap here. Zach Fontaine, no Cryocell. The last man alive on the objective, and he's going to be the last man standing as he's got 43 seconds still to have to deal with. Batman will now be taken down. There's no more help for Cryocell, and he's just thrown... Oh, man, that grenade looked like it had gone straight up in the air. I thought it was going to come right down on top of him. The man's going out. He's pre-firing the corner, and he'll find Cryocell and G-Men. Gonna take the round on Marsoc. Blaze had that one in a little box with a bow on it.
What?
And the aggressive push out of them from the defense, NightFiree. Oh, my gosh.
The push from the south was so nice. They got the picks they needed, and they didn't even need the rotation to come in along that north side. Granted, 404 gets that final kill, but I think if they had all three just stayed over there on the south, there might have been a cap in play there. Obviously, they didn't need it. They were just looking for that map win, but yeah, a really nice move from G-Men. And I think now we should be expecting a 10-minute timeout from Blaze as they try and regather themselves after losing this first map.
A 10-minute timeout from Blaze?
Yep. I sent it to you in the dossier, sir. Should be expected. They said if they lost this first map, that they were gonna be taking a timeout, trying to.
Oh, yeah. So you did. I'm sorry, I did not read that part of the message you sent. Only the map bans and info.
No, you didn't. Say okay. We'll see. I think if this is the actual third map that we go into, which is going to be Cargo, and I do wonder if they are going to take that timeout now or play. I would think they're going to take the timeout unless they're deciding that they're, because it was so close, they don't want to ruin the momentum.
Yeah,
I could see that maybe not happening.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're just going to go straight into this next map, which is going to be Cargo.
Yes, which means we should have some pretty good action here. This should be okay.
Well, this is interesting.
I do want to note. I do want to note though on that last map for G-Men that the man went 9 and 9 and something. I forget the deaths. Basically, he and 404 really did some excellent work on that map. 404 had 7 kills. The man pulling out 9, and then I mean Blaze did a good job about spreading everything. I think, and of course they had that killer cap straight out of the gate.
Yeah, they are. This is. I think it's an interesting little insight here into the mentality of Blaze. You know, Noman had the idea that they were going to pause here if they lost this first map, but because they were so close, maybe they really felt like they had that win right in the palm of their hands. I mean, they did. They just gave up their advantage. They had the early cap. They started off so strong. I can see why you wouldn't want to ruin that momentum and try and mimic that again on this second map.
I'm still just baffled by why they got so aggressive there. They had a minute left to just sit on it and wait and say, you know, this is our round. Like, they've got to come to us. Just hold your spot. Don't give up the objective.
It was because G-Men took so much time that I think that eventually Blaze got a little bit antsy. They are a faster playing team, and they just wanted. I know they shouldn't. You're right. I agree. At this level, they should. Yeah, you're right. I agree. We'll see if they know better as we get into the second map, Cargo, for round number 1 of map 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see though, because I've also seen G-Men pull out some really quick stuff here on Cargo. And you can see a quick push has 3 of them already up in the center of the map as Batman pushes his way along in between them. He's going to rush out. Will he find the man or 404? No. Yes, he will. Zach Fontaine and the man will run out. Silent Knight will find Batman, as does Swooty.
Oh, that was a team kill. Unfortunate.
Oh, wow. Well, Swooty actually shot him. Silent
okay.
Knight just coincidentally did as well, so Silent just finished him off. When a nade out from Swooty finds Silent Knight right on top of the objective, and Blaze's defense is crumbling quite quickly.
More frags coming in, not quite as close, and Silent Knight and Noman are starting to feel the pressure. Will they be ready for Naukao, who is here charging in onto the shield? The man here still able to survive as he has the shield, although Zach Fontaine does go down. The back end from Swooty. And G-Men are getting aggressive here. A trade over on the right side. Noman and Swooty going down, and it's only 1 left alive. All up to Cryo as a frag just skims past him. Cryo's going to get the res.
Oh, man, and I was just wondering, oh, God, Cryo, get the res, Cryo. What are you doing? This is not what you want to do right now. There we go, and I'm sure Noman was yelling at him as well. Noman's going to pop around the corner. He's going to find Dr. Leo Marvin. We still got plenty of time on the clock. We're only 1.5 minutes in. Cryo's still going to be going for the look onto the man. He does see him. He should be calling that out to Noman. Noman going to be hard on the look. They are defending this objective. They have a long time to go. The man can really do a good thing in his favor here, which is exactly kind of what he's doing, which is to fall back and kind of change gears here on this map.
He's gone all the way back to spawn. He's tucked himself in. I think he healed himself. He's reset. Make sure his gun's reloaded. He's now going to try and make the slower approach. He has all the time in the world. 350 on the clock. He's just going to inch his way up, trying to find Cryo and Noman. I wonder if he's aware of the kill count right now.
It's hard to tell at this point. A lot of kills happen in a short amount of time, and trades and bangs and booms and team kill confirmations, and it's really hard to tell at this point. I don't think either team honestly has an accurate kill count. Blaze might, just because of the fact of how slow things have become. But I would highly doubt if either team had an accurate count.
The man running the night vision laser sight pistol, and you may be thinking it is a day map, but recent adjustments to the lighting have made it viable for the night vision to come out, and it's definitely a preferred strat for any shield user. I don't remember the man being really a staple shield user for G-Men, but here he is.
Oh yeah, he has definitely become one.
Okay.
That's for sure. In more recent months, he and Zach Fontaine especially have been teaming up and working together and become quite the effective little shield rifle combo, a la Raphael and Arsenic, or of Globochem. So I think he's done quite well at adapting the shield. And I at one point actually doubted it myself until I saw him, get in there and get quite a few kills on this map. In fact.
2:15 on the clock. Noman getting aggressive, gets downed and insta-killed. Sorry, not insta-killed, confirmed by the man as Cryo tosses a flashbang over there, maybe to deter the man from pushing.
Run right into him.
Yes, he is. The trade here. This is an awkward exchange.
Oof. Cryo is playing a game of dice right now and turning his back to the shield, especially that one with the man running that laser and night vision. It's not a good idea. Now Cryo Cell's in the open in that tunnel. How is he still alive?
I don't know.
Honestly, I'm so surprised the man hasn't hit any of those shots. Maybe it is just that constant suppressive fire from Cryocell, but now it looks like the man could possibly... Is he going to maybe try and go for a cap here?
No, he's going to try and get a rifle. He just dropped his pistol. He's trying to pick up that AK. He does get it now, and he's gone two hands with Cryo. He finds the kill. Just in time, he gets that second hand onto the rifle, and a close one for G-Men as they go up 1-0.
Hell of a round there. Man, Blaze, another round. Actually, 2 in a row. They had it wrapped up in a box, and it just withered away from them. They got antsy again, too. It's exactly the way that it ended in that last round, NightFiree.
Yeah, Noman
getting antsy.
Noman didn't need to push there. He really just...
Neither did Cryo.
Yeah, they got caught with their pants down by the slow, deliberate pace of the last survivor with the shield, just crawling his way across the map. And it got a bit chaotic there at the end. I'm surprised that Cryo did drop back like he did, like you said, showing his back to the shield user. And I think that trade was a little bit longer than it really should have. I don't know how those pistol shots and how neither one of them really were landing on, how neither one of them died there. Ooh, an exciting series, though. What a great way to kick off Cargo. That one couldn't come more down to the wire.
No, it really... Man, I still can't believe that just happened.
That was a real fun battle. I like seeing those. They're a little hectic, though. A little bit of a... I don't know.
Better get ready, because Blaze is getting ready to go on the attack, NightFiree, and I am expecting some pretty quick aggression from them. Oh, yeah, a lot of smoke's already out. I feel like there's a direct push heading right towards the objective.
Well, those are actually all defensive smokes. This is the only first offensive smoke coming out, and it's looking like the G-Men are pushing up aggressive as the man and Silent Night engage in a trade, and the man looking for 2, can't find it as Cryo reconfirms. 404 pushing forward, does find 1, but look at this. Noman's behind enemy lines. Cryocell pushing on 404, finds him. Swooty on the back end, looking for Batman, trades, and Blaze have 1.
I didn't even get a chance to see how short that round was because it already flicked to 0, but Blaze with an incredibly fast round there. I didn't even count.
You didn't even say there wasn't time for you to
say
say a word. Sorry, I guess, but man, that was a quick one.
I'm gonna pre-record little cliche little bumps to your commentary. I'm just gonna sit here and play a soundboard from now on because I don't even get time to actually say anything. What's the point of even thinking of something? Jeez, Blaze. Thanks a lot. No, a good round from them, though. A nice answer back to G-Men. And in much less time, we're already going to round 3 here in just a moment once the teams, of course, take their little briefing break to collect their thoughts and woosah just a tad.
Jeez. I mean, yeah, you said it was going to be fast, but I think G-Men also definitely lent into that one. They pushed so aggressively.
Oh, yeah. They leaned into that for sure. They were like, we're not scared of you. We're not gonna let you just kind of run all over us with your aggression. So they threw some aggression at him. It worked for a second, but Blaze was ready with the kind of counter aggression. You know what I mean? Like they were ready to counter the counter aggression.
Really swinging bodies at each other here in that round. And we'll see if we get a bit of a slower paced round from G-Men, or if we're gonna be continuing these 30-second rounds as we get into round number 3 of map 2.
So we're just gonna hang out back here and talk about our feelings.
Yeah, let's hang out, wait for them to flank, start pushing pretty. Maybe do some crack shit.
Swooty and Batman already with the trade on the back lanes. Both teams immediately responding for the res.
Oh, he just got up too. He got up too.
Swooty did see it. He's called it out, so they are aware.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Blaze probably has that same information, though.
ooh, 404 and a real bit of a bind there as he tried to catch Noman rotating over to the barrels. He couldn't do it, and he's catching a lot of heat from Cryocell and Silent Knight here. Just barely missing as they put rounds out. Noman's nade not going far enough.
Ooh. A little far behind. Zach Fontaine will find the pick onto Batman. That'll be the second time he's down. He's gone for good this time. Naoko now focusing in that direction, but again, most of the Blaze force is still on the opposite side of the map, whereas it's the opposite for G-Men. They have most on the east side, or sorry, on the west side. 4-4 will find Noman now for his aggression. Silent Knight's going to be right in the center of all the jaws. He's going to go for Swooty here, but he's got eyes on 2 more. Will he find Zach? He does, but he's not able to get the man.
Wow, Blaze have swung it as Silent picks up a double. The backsend Naoko also finds one, and now it's all up to the man with the shield as he has to he has to cower into this corner. Silent's going to rotate.
And he's going to get his kills too, watch. Maybe not.
What a weird trade right there. Why did Silent just shot at him and then ran away?
Well, because Silent had to heal, so if he went back again, he was dead. And the man, he ran out of ammo, so he wasn't able to actually finish Silent off. There's the one hit to finally get him down. We will finish that off. But again, I wasn't going to say anything, of course, because this is exactly what happened the last time. Oh, the man. He's in trouble now. Naoko coming up behind him. Cryocell. That was just a good overall pinch. Blaze played that one right, I think, with the number of players they had to finally get a pinch and just completely constrict him was the way to go there.
Yeah,
but I really thought the man was going to walk that one back again.
This shield play has really been vital on this map, and it's hard to counter appropriately, especially if you don't have any C4 placed, you know, deep in there. You're not going to be able to detonate anything. You're not going to be able to catch anybody in the back. All the utility was gone, and so yeah, they just had to pinch on it. They had to invest, and I mean, the man almost played that real well. I think if he had tossed that nade through the doorway instead of it bouncing off of the inside wall there, he might have been able to catch one with a nade and then look for the pistol trade on the other, but that would have been quite the finesse, and he couldn't quite pull it off as Blaze pinched him.
Yep. But Blaze answering back. They go back up 1 point here. Are they going to take map 2 and actually force us into a 3-map series? We're coming up on the hour mark, NightFiree, and we haven't even gotten halfway through round or map 2. Man, those East Coasters, I feel sorry for them, bro. We're coming up on midnight East Coast. Whew. And there's still one more map to go. I can't imagine what map it's going to be with Tanker off the board. Suburbia, maybe?
Yeah, neither one of these teams are going to be tired, though. I think they're all I think most of them are West Coast. Although you are right, I think some are East Coast on
Yeah,
G-Man.
there's a good mix on both teams,
You're right.
really.
You're right.
I think Blaze has more of a West Coast roster, but
You're right.
yeah, G-Men definitely have some like East Coasters and Midwest players.
We'll see if fatigue starts to set in as the man gets up here real aggressive. Does find Nalco Cryocell trying to get the refrag and a nice little dirty rotation here. May find him another pickup as he gets Cryo on the back.
Oh my goodness. He just wrapped around to the other side and Cryocell was still looking. Man, he's like, made you look.
Yeah, real nice job there. Noman able to pick up the refrag onto him, though, as Blaze now into a 4v3. Swooty trading some shots over here in the pit. In the I guess I don't know. In the crate. There we go.
One down.
And 2 quickly go down from the side of Blaze as Zach Fontaine finds a kill onto Noman, and now it's Silent Night here as he peeks looking for Swooty. He does finally catch him. And we'll put a couple confirmation shots in, and there's the C4. And I was just gonna say, when I heard you mention it a few minutes ago, NightFiree, I've seen surprisingly few amounts of C4 being used in this matchup so far, and especially on a map like Cargo with the shields as a possibility, you'd really expect to have seen a little bit more of it.
Yeah, that C4 does almost catch Silent Night. Luckily dodging it, and Silent's going to be entering into this defensive kill box that 404 and Zach Fontaine have set up. Although 404 is holding an interesting angle, Silent is going to be able to get a pretty uncontested trade with Zach Fontaine if he wanted to.
Yeah, it's going to be all about Zach's peak timing. If he happens to be checking that other angle at the wrong time, Silent Night should have him dead to rights. Here's the peak. There it is. Silent Night does find the kill, but will he now rotate right into 404's line of sight? No, not quite. 404 might find a sliver. He's not going to take the shots if he does. It's just 404, Dr. Leo Marvin. If they don't put someone on that side of the map, there's still a possibility that a cap could happen under their noses.
Yeah, that's very true, and that would be map for Blaze. We go to the series decider on map number 3.
Ooh, man, if that was a frag,
Yeah, I was
gone too far. Never mind. But it would have still been pretty well placed, and right where Dr. Leo Marvin had just rotated, it would have been an incredible play.
just the distractory smoke. Maybe you wanted it a little bit shorter as well to kind of block Leo Marvin's vision, but those smokes are so, like you said, they're so hard to toss. If you
Very temperamental.
throwing them where you want them is number one, but then to get the angle too on them's the real kicker. And
Yeah, a lot of teams been having trouble with that. I mean, some of your best nade throwers and smoke placement, support players just unable to really do their job effectively because they cannot absolutely control. Silent Night with some frags out. He tries to rotate back. Leo Marvin springs on the action, finds the kill, and G-Men tie things up 2-2 here on Cargo. G-Men not quite ready to let go of the map yet. They're going to make Blaze work for it as they try and secure their second map to secure their win in the series.
yeah, this is a must-win map for Blaze. It is G-Men's map pick. So if they can manage to take this away, they go into their map choice for map number 3, the series decider. But we're not there yet. G-Men still, obviously, like you said, hanging in there and making it tough for Blaze. What a fun series to watch.
It has been a good one, but as we predicted, just both of these teams not wanting to give an inch, so it has been a long one. We might be, I don't know, NightFiree. I hope you got some coffee or something, because we could be pushing well into an hour and a half game here.
We have, I think that round earlier was 23 seconds.
Yeah, I noticed that in the chat too. It looked like the Blaze member himself, Baby Birds, posted that. So thanks to him for letting us know what that was, because I was interested to know, in fact, how quickly they did shut that defense down for G-Men in that particular round. So thanks for that intel. We do appreciate that. Oh, what?
Oh. No, Swooty went to pre-fire, and the man crosses in front of him. No res available.
Headshot.
Yikes. Worst case scenario there in the team kill department is 404 has gotten his position up a little bit aggressive under these smokes.
The man's been the one clutching these Marsoc rounds for them too with that shield. So Batman gonna find Swooty, so he'll be punished quite quickly with karma for his team kill onto the man early on. And now Batman is running deep into the enemy lines. He and Zach Fontaine get into a shootout, but Zach Fontaine's the one gonna come out on top.
Nade comes out, 404, and nearly steps into it, but rotates back inside just in time. Another nade coming in, a nice long toss, nowhere near any attacking G-Men, and we're into a 3v4 with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, still plenty of time for G-Men to pull something together here. They did lose their shield player, not a huge deal. They could still pick up the shield and utilize it for what it's worth. Maybe combine it with some single shot from a rifle and a shield combo and find some kills, find some picks. But 404, Noman gonna trade. 404 will be downed, or sorry, no, 404 will be killed.
Yeah,
Noman will be up for the revive, and he will get revived by Nalco almost instantly.
Definitely looking like Blaze's round here, but they have thrown rounds away before, so we'll see if Leo Marvin and Zach can muster something together.
I can think of two that come to mind.
Bit of a hush across the battlefield here. G-Men have slowed their pace up just a bit. They're waiting to see if Blaze are going to get aggressive. It is very... it's a smart decision here because Blaze have been playing incredibly aggressive in this series on Cargo. So they're just looking to see if they can even the odds a bit more and have a Blaze member peek out and get picked. But Blaze seem to be pretty confident in their positioning, and I don't know if they're going to really move from where they are.
Yeah, I think maybe they've started to realize that them getting aggressive on the defense when they're unsure of counts or anything like that is not a smart play. Firefights break out across the map. Dr. Leo Marvin is hit, but he will have to get killed apparently. Cryocell going to find that kill. He will get winged as well and use his utility. Now it's Zach Fontaine. He's going to pop out. Now Nalco finds his way out, and Blaze take the lead once again here on map 2.
They're really trying to get this second map out from underneath G-Men. They want to take this series decider to that third map. And G-Men got to be careful because Blaze, they're looking good on the fast stuff, and they're about to go on the offense here with a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, the only problem is this objective not the easiest to do quickly. At least not with the right defense setup. You know what I mean? Like if a defense is doing their job appropriately, it can be tough to rush this objective. But it is a rushable objective. And being that Blaze is one of the more consistently fast teams, especially on a shorter map like this, I would expect them to know the rush routes for this map. or for this objective. But we'll have to see, is that how they're going to play it? They're once again in a do or die kind of life raft situation where they've got that 1 point lead going into the map point. So if they lose their aggressive round on offense, they still have one more chance to pull it out with a defensive round, as long as they don't pull a map 1 and just give it to G-Men at the end after, you know, making us wait for an hour to see who wins that map, to just give it away to them. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but I think Blaze can do it. I'm not saying they can't win this Marsoc round, but they're once again presented with a pretty rare opportunity that not a lot of teams get, I think.
It is late night Onward action as we dive into our second map, round number 5. 6, math's hard. There have been no caps yet. Whole mess of pre-fire here coming in. Silent Knight pushes up and catches 404. And Silent Knight's going to try and crash in on objective. He's on the backside. Zach Fontaine denies it.
Barely. If Silent had just tucked in and not went for the actual peak, he might have found the ability to get that cap there. Nalco, though, did finally bring out the shield for Blaze. Looks like he's going to utilize it here against Dr. Leo Marvin. There it is. He's popped out, but Dr. Leo Marvin will find the kill first. And the shield for the push on Marsoc has gone down. It's one man left. The man, it's all up to him, and he's going to pop out as he hears the pins from grenades get pulled by Cryocell. G-Men find their win, and it's 3-3, and that throwaway round is thrown away quite quickly by Blaze.
They threw it away. They chucked
They're
that
like,
one as fast as
"Here
they
you
could.
go." Come on, Blaze. You got to do better than that. You've got these opportunities. Capitalize and keep that spread up.
To be fair,
I mean,
it almost worked. They almost had one get into that little, alley, that little lane, and potentially come into the backside of that objective. I don't know why you would really push so hard for the cap and invest all in on a cap when you're, a kills away from getting the map, but
ABC, man, always be capping.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see if they can defend and they can hold on to this lead that they've had for the majority of cargo. And like we've been saying, take it to the series decider for that third map. Otherwise, this is G-Men's series.
Well, I'm pretty sure Swooty's not going to help him out this time around. So they better be ready.
Where we going, man?
Let's try tunnel today.
Ooh, I like that.
We haven't done it yet.
Yeah, like you were saying, Zach Fontaine and the man, they are that duo that have been working together today pretty effectively. They gotten a couple of kills under their belt, and they're going to be opting in to go down the tunnel.
But Zach splits off. Interesting. Zach has split off now to help support fire down the middle for that early suppression, but now he's rotating back up the tunnel to connect again with the man. Interesting little play there. A little bit of a morphing play, if you will.
Have four guns in one spot, then shift back once you have your shield pushed up.
Yeah, that's good. Nice grenade from Swooty. Will find a deflection and kill Silent Knight. He will be up for the revive. Nalco or Noman are going to have to rush out and get it.
Yeah, it's a big investment, too. You really got to get out there to get him.
Yeah. And Dr. Leo Marvin is just getting ready to find the angle, and there it is, right as Nalco pushes. He's going to find himself tucked back in. Cryocell will manage to find Swooty and confirm it. Dr. Leo Marvin will heal himself after a bit of a firefight exchange, and things are going down in the middle of the map. Blaze already down 2. If they could get Silent Knight back up, this will be very good for them, but right now they are at a man disadvantage.
Cryocell has managed to cross. Leo Marvin rotated off, and Cryo rotated in, and just the right time. Has picked up Silent. Cryo then rotates around to the shield rifle combo, and is lucky he doesn't get picked up there.
He is very lucky, in fact.
Oh, Ooh, 404 with a kill of zone.
Goodness gracious. Leo Marvin finds Silent Knight. Zach Fontaine finds Batman. And now it's all up to Noman. Only a minute and 48 seconds in here. And, well, it is not looking good for our friend. And 404 does put the final bullet in the coffin. Throws the dirt on the door and says, that's it. The series is ours. Blaze find another way.
It's been so close, though. 4-3, 4-3 in both maps. That this third map, I mean, if Blaze win it, they basically take almost no MMR hit. It's very minimal because they'll be winner in points.
Yeah. It's very minimal either way because if they can even keep this match, the scoreline close in this map, then yeah, I mean, even losing it isn't really going to affect them that much.
True. Another 4-3 wouldn't be the worst case scenario. And we are going to be going to Suburbia 2.
Yeah, nighttime. They knew it was Onward after dark.
Now it really is.
Yeah, now it truly is.
We're really simulating the lifestyle here as we get into this third map.
I really wish they'd fix that Z key.
You don't like that?
Brings up that overlay every time I type in Blaze's team name.
Oh.
Get rid of it. Fix it, Dice.
Take a look at the rosters. I don't think we're getting any subs. Looks like the same 5 on Blaze and the same 5 on G-Man.
Do you think we will see another pistols round like we did the last time these two teams met up and they didn't, and one team didn't have any chance of winning it?
I think that they've moved past that. I could be wrong. You know, I think.
I feel like there's a question mark at the end of that statement.
Yeah, I think.
They've moved past that.
I think Blaze, at the very least, is a little bit more dedicated to really trying to be one of those top teams. You know, I know they've been putting in a lot of work. Every team has been putting in so much work, trying to scrim and get better and hone in their strategies, try and find the right team members to fit in, and we've had a lot of roster swaps in Season 8.
Yeah, there has been before and during these first few weeks. And yeah, you're right. I mean, everyone's definitely putting in the effort. I mean, the league organization channels and the Discord have been blowing up.
That's insane.
These last few weeks. Like, every team wants a scrim every night of the week, at every time available. I mean, it's really great to see. I mean, I'm very happy to see all these teams reaching out, wanting to scrim each other, wanting to get into it, mix things up, but
we're about to get into it and mix things up as we hop into map number 3, round 1. Zach Fontaine and Leo Marvin opting to stay in the spawn building while the man in 404 push into the middle. Look at this. I think Naoko is running a pistol with a flashlight instead of a laser sight. Bit of a bloodbath there as Cryo tries to go up the stairs, the man denying him, and Blaze now down to 2. Noman and Batman left alive.
man, those early picks onto Blaze really slowed them up, huh?
Yeah, it did. 404 dropped back. It's actually, sorry, 404 has rotated back to their spawn. He's trying to come in behind Batman and Noman.
Oh, it'll be no time now before he sees this. Oh, especially now those shots have come out. 404 going to find one. Will Noman be able to turn and find him? No, 404 will find the second one. And G-Men win round number 1 here on map 3. Blaze really having a tough time getting out of that funk.
You know, it's interesting. They're not... Yeah, I think they kind of went at that one a little bit.
I mean, they're just barely being edged out by here by G-Men. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm not trying to say here, and I know I've been a bit rough on Blaze tonight. I don't know why I've been seemingly taking out some aggression.
Really? I think you've been rough on my team. I thought you were rooting for Blaze all day today, so I think you've been fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, I mean,
Rooting for that filthy Noman caster, dude. I can't believe you.
I mean, well, it's all love to our casting brethren and all of that. Like, I enjoy all of them, and I appreciate all the time they put in to doing these casts. But it's not even that. Like, these teams are they're trading punches, and it's been such a great game. In all honesty, yes, Blaze, in my opinion, have given away 2 maps. Like, literally given them away on the very last point twice. But G-Men have been edging them out when those rounds come down to, you know, clutch situations.
Yeah.
I do think G-Men have had the edge in that situation. But otherwise, this is a good matchup. These teams are, I'd say, neck and neck as far as overall skill and play style is concerned.
I think the next time these two fight off, it's going to be a good one, and I think Blaze are very capable of taking the series here.
Oh, for sure.
But
I think they honestly won this one.
Yeah,
if you take out those other rounds.
Capitalizing on mistakes is definitely something a good team has to be able to do, and I would say that the G-Men have done that with those Blaze rounds.
Silent Knight's getting risky in the middle, but luckily it's dark.
Not dark enough.
Noman and Silent Knight, however, a twofer in the back. That's going to be a great start for G-Men as they go on their attack here.
And you know what? I guess I wouldn't at the rate that these guys are really charging in and getting aggressive. A pistol round wouldn't be out of my mind at this point.
Well, as long as you don't refuse to cast it and leave me trying to zoom around the map all by myself.
No guarantees.
No guarantees. Oh Lord. Lord help me, Jesus.
Batman and Swooty about to trade as Swooty does find the shots there, and now it's up to Cryo, who's been the last one alive quite consistently on his team, and Naoko inside the middle building.
Yeah, it's all the O's. Naoko, Cryo, Swooto, Dr. Leo, Foro, the Mano, you know, Sacco. Zach Fontaine, if you're watching this footage back, you still owe me that clip of your daughters yelling your name out on the TV from when you were in Leicester. I want to see that clip still.
Push coming in from 404. Naoko is pretty committed to the C4 that he's tossed, and he detonates it a bit too early as he pushes down in the trade, and Leo Marvin finding Cryo on the back end gives G-Men the round, and they go up 2-0.
About what happened. That was some excellent stuff there, NightFiree. Huh. I'm trying to decide if Blaze have just stopped playing.
I think they're just trying out. I honestly think they're probably trying out new. Yeah, they're trying out some new strats, some new spots. You know, I think they're trying out to see how getting aggressive in the middle would work, seeing if they could get picks there. Just something a little bit different to shake it up. Now's the time, I suppose. Although they are giving away what could be some MMR points here in the end, but I mean, at the most, it's like 2 or 3, you know?
Yeah. The score line's only separated by 2 points currently, right? So
4.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they go 4-0 here, it could start to make more of a difference losing the series. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing to hurt from experimenting here, so long as G-men are actually, still playing to their full extent, which it appears they are.
Yeah.
'Cause, they're pretty clean sweeping these rounds and fairly quickly, even for a team that's not necessarily always quick. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but you're right. They can't afford to do it. It's still early season. Teams have plenty of opportunities, to add challenges to their maps. They have button cup opportunities and things like that. So there's plenty of opportunity left in the season to still, earn that MMR back and gain that rank back. So taking an early season loss really isn't that big of a deal.
A lot of games for sure in a season, especially if you pick up challenges every week. And Blaze, after being real aggressive the last 2 rounds, have slowed things up a bit on offense.
And now Ghost Shield will go down very, very quickly. Noman will see it though and take down Swooty in exchange. So a 1-for-1 trade so far here on the round. Silent will find 404, however, towards the center of the map. That'll be 2 down on the side of G-Men. Blaze now currently with the man advantage here as we enter 2 of the most difficult objectives on this map, these open street objectives, right? Very low cap potentials.
Oh.
We rarely see it. And Silent Night with a just brutal headshot there. Yeah, at night.
Over the cinder block. That's a heck of a shot.
Over the hill and through the woods to grandmother's house, Zach Fontaine goes as he slits this one out in the tent. Another well-placed smoke, but just wrong deflection of the grenade, and it's going to be pretty much useless for the man as now Noman keeps his head just completely plastered.
It's actually going to hurt the
too
man because Cryo is going to be able to use it to go around the school bus, push up to that car.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, a Noman arcing a grenade. Cooked it too long, though.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Did not expect that kill. I was expecting the other way around there. Cryocell taking those shots and not connecting. Not going to be too good because now the man knows the second one's over there. Whereas before he might have had the element of surprise, and Dr. Leo Marvin will find Batman. And the Blaze advantage is now turned into a dead heat as Cryocell and Silent Night work their way, but Cryocell does manage to find the man on a peek, finds him right in the head, and Dr. Leo Marvin is the last man standing on the side of Blaze. Or G-Men.
He is super drawn in over to those smokes, too. He's not paying attention at all to Silent Night rotating around. Ooh, wow, does catch Cryo, though. Cryo didn't identify him here in this corner. Super dark, super hard to see. Silent Night, I don't know if he saw him either.
Saw him. He definitely did. Yep.
Goes down in the darkness, and Blaze finally on the board on their map pick here. Putting things up 2-1.
Just want to take a moment to say thanks to C-Max for C-Max Onward out there. I see you gifting all those subs. Appreciate that. Spreading the love for people.
Wow. A lot of bits too. Appreciate
a
the
lot of
support.
bits in the chat tonight. We do appreciate that also. But I just keep, it's almost like every time I check the chat, C-Max has gifted another sub to someone else. So big kudos to him for that. Also another thing, folks, engagement. On our social medias, make sure you set your notifications so that you know when things post. Like on our Twitter, I know Dokken does a pretty good job of posting matchups and stuff on our Twitter. So if you follow us on Twitter, make sure that you have those notifications on for tweets. That way you know when we're going live and when matches are scheduled, things like that. Best way to stay connected to things if you are following us on those platforms. Twitch can be a little buggy sometimes as far as its notifications, so you can always check Twitter, that sort of thing. Also, share this kind of stuff. Share it everywhere, because the more exposure overall we get is how we draw in more people and continue to kind of grow this league and keep it moving forward. So you know, thanks to everyone for their subs and their bits and their subscriptions and coming out themselves. But try and spread the love. Try and get more people in here. Bring your friends in. Get them to try and watch a match or two. Spread those clips of yourself if you stream. Just try and spread the VR love, man. You know what I mean? And that'll also help the channels grow and help our league grow by gaining more exposure to, you know, the everyday Joe in the game. Sorry to do that on you unexpectedly, NightFiree. We didn't really talk about that, but
No, you're good. We are into round number 4 now as Dr. Leo finds Nauko early as he pushes into the playground. He goes down, and Silent Knight getting so aggressive here. The man pistoling him down. Blaze have lost 2 already with their counter. It seems like they're trying to send 2 up early and then have the rest sort of stay back, but everybody's pretty much pushed up here.
Wow, that was a beautiful grenade at the bus. I'm not exactly sure how Cryocell managed to survive that, actually. Maybe it's just a spectator's sync up thing where I'm not seeing the exact spot it exploded, but looked like it was good enough for me. Would have blown my ankles off.
Interestingly enough, Batman really the only one tucked back in.
Noman and the man find each other here in the middle. The man's shield presses Noman out into the open where Swooty finds the kill, and the man will just come in running by with a grenade. Oh no, the grenade from Cryocell gonna be perfect. But no, it's the C4 on the turnaround. I don't even know what's going on. But either way, the man is revived by Zach Fontaine almost immediately. So C4 practically wasted.
I don't know how that didn't kill the man with the shield. Batman able to pick up 404. And we're into a 2v2.
Yeah, Cryocell is kind of screwed here, I think, because... Ooh, and that's definitely not going to help. Here it comes. Zach Fontaine will see it all day. Pre-fire on the corner, and Cryocell goes down. It's only one man left, and it's Batman. He's not even on top of the objective. G-Men going quick. This actually could be a cap. Now there's smoke on the side of the objective. They could actually be going for it. And a nice fall of the smoke for them. That's going to be a beautiful placement to go right out. They could actually go ahead and just end this match right here. Zach Fontaine, will he go for it? Will he do it? Batman's on the rotations. Zach might not be able to hear it. He's definitely going to have heard that, though. The pre-fire through the fence. Zach Fontaine finds a kill onto Batman. G-Men take their 3rd round. And just one more between them and closing out this series once and for all.
It's been a close one leading up until now, but G-Men really just running away with it with the momentum. They're able to find picks they need, land some nice nades, and Blaze are getting very aggressive. They are trying some stuff here. They're trying to see if they can get picks, seeing if they can fling themselves a little bit earlier at the offense while on defense. And I mean, you could see some push. I think they had one all the way up at Carport on defense, which is
Yeah.
I mean, that's real far up there.
Show enough is, NightFiree, show enough is, and this battle has been a raging for about 90 minutes now, NightFiree, and we didn't even have to take that 10-minute timeout that Blaze wanted to, as they originally had kind of strategized. And I don't blame them for not taking it after that first map, you know, because the momentum was quite high, and I do think that it was quite just an unfortunate bit of error that they lost the first one. So I think I wouldn't have iced neither my own team or the enemy team in that situation. So it was a good call, I think, on their part. I don't think that's what also determined them losing map 2. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good one because it's still taken that long for us to get to where we are now. And we're just barely ready to close out map 3.
See if G-Men can secure the map here, or if the quick tactics from Blaze pay off and keep them in this map. Bunch of smokes coming in early here, and I think we're going to see a pretty fast push.
Yeah, but G-Men have a great defense on Suburbia, and they play Suburbia quite well just in general.
Look at Nauko. He's going to cap.
Holy smokes, how did he even
Yeah,
get
he
there?
is. Nowco's going to cap. He managed to get behind all of the defense. Dr. Leo
Nope.
Marvin doesn't see
Oh,
him
he
on the
does.
floor, and Blaze tie it up.
Wow, what a play from Naoko. How did he manage to sneak right through there? That was impressive, Buxton. I'm going to go ahead and mark that one as your play of the week for next week's V-Respawn episode, okay?
That's the play of the week in this series. Not all of the pistol trades or the crazy battles. You go with a lucky...
He straight up ninja.
It's the
through
last
entire-
map, and everybody's been throwing themselves at each other. Of course he's going to get the... I mean... I don't know. I think that was everybody just being a little loose on this last map. 404 had angles on him. It was a nice cap, though. He managed to slip in with those smokes. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about the play of the day of the game at all on that decision, Sleepy. That end of the round cargo battle. 1v1 with the shield.
Blaze still in pretty good spirits after everything that's gone on tonight. Barely losing 2 maps to come back in such a unique fashion here on map 3 is quite interesting. Now, if they can just hold their defense, this is their map. They can take one away from the series, and that'll be a good thing for them. Silent Knight will find one quite quickly in the center as they get aggressive. Zach Fontaine will be the first to, or Dr. Leo Marvin will be the first to go down, I'm sorry.
Swooty in a bit of a pre-fire off here as Silent Knight is making his way behind enemy lines. He catches the side of Swooty, and Blaze are looking to take this map with a real aggressive defense. 404 goes down in playground to the nades, and now it's a 2v4. Zach Fontaine and the man left alive.
Oh, Cryocell, they just waiting for you to run out of ammo, and that's exactly what happens. As soon as you pulled the mag, they engage. It's Zach Fontaine and the man. The last 2 up for G-Man. It's all on the line for everyone involved. Blaze need to take this one to take the win. G-Men need to get this cap or get these kills to take the win for their 3rd map. What's going to happen to Silent Knight on the rush on the backside? Very quick out. Is he going to go for Zach Fontaine first? It's a smart play, but it doesn't matter. Naoko and Zach trade, and Silent finds the man with his shield, and Blaze come back out of nowhere and take the entire map. Map 3 goes to them, 4-3, and the series goes down as one hell of a close one.
It does indeed. The final scoreline, 10-11. G-Men just barely inching away with it. Ooh, that was a fun one to watch. Pretty quick, too, considering all of the rounds that we played. We managed to get that in under 2 hours. Yeah, that was crazy. I agree. It felt like Blaze were really just kind of giving up on this final map, and then suddenly it's like they lulled G-Men into a false sense of security. You know, I think that's what and then they put on a real nice play to sneak in behind him with some good play smokes, minimum action. Really, I mean. It reminds me of like a sickness sort of cap attempt there. Yeah. Shout out to our sponsors, Pro2VR and VR Cover. Thank you for sponsoring the league. Also, if you want to get involved in the league, head on over to vrmasterleague.com/onward, where you can register for a team, find the Discord, Twitch, and Twitter links, and get involved in the retweeting and social networking of the league, like Sleepy was mentioning earlier. It's definitely a thing that is quite helpful to us, so please follow everybody on Twitter, retweet games when they're going live, and that also is a great way to make sure you are aware of when all of the Onward action is live here on Master League 1s, 2, and 3. With that, we'll be signing off. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's, my co-caster Sleepy with 2 3's. Thank you for joining us after hours with Onward VRML. We will see you later this week.